Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 11th episode of KO. Now, last episode, our characters went to the beach for a training camp, which I know you're thinking, didn't we already do that in this show? Well, we did, but it was completely different this time because Agusa was invited, so the entire experience kind of shifted quite a bit, especially because she is the one that had the most fun, as she herself admitted, so that's interesting. This episode the title is called Pinch. I assume we're not talking like pinch like that, probably more like pinch like there's a problem, we're in trouble, there's a situation we have to deal with. That's probably what we're thinking, so let's get into it and find out the details on that. 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. Crisis, that's a good word for it. I'm sure whatever crisis, she doesn't look too troubled. Yeah, she looks straight up happy. That was cute. I know, right? Oh, I don't think Mia wants that to happen. Yeah, I, I don't think Mia wants you to elaborate, Ritsu. Oh, oh. No, we must see it for science. Poor Mio. Don't try to spy. I think she saw the important part. Well, I think it's for the best. It's a good thing somebody got that on tape, because it was a very important event. Kind of wish we got to see the footage of it, but oh well. I was just like, never could have guessed the reason why Mio didn't want her to see it. And now she knows, so. Now we just had to watch it. I'll just emulate her performance, and the next one. To be like Mia. She really hugs that guitar like it's her best friend. And she's so noticeably shorter than the rest of the girls. It's like somebody brought their little sister to the band. What it almost seems like. Okay. Episode number 11, Pinch. Tissue. Wow, I must really like that video. Uh, oof. Headlock, no, don't choke Azusa. I know the feeling. One moment in particular. That was funny. That was great. That was awesome. Horrible. The voice was amazing. I see they're being very cuddly with each other. I approve. But you're here to ruin it, Nodoka, like you always do. Of course not. Seriously, Ritsu. Do you ever do your job? What, busy choking Azunyan? Oh. Ow. The club can really use it, so... Oh, I don't think we've actually thought about that. Like our actual band name. Well then. Did everyone did everyone already have their own idea of a name in their head? They just never shared with everyone else? That sounds amazing, but no. I could live with that. I like that name. Aw, poor Mio. I like the name, it's okay. Poor Mio. Well, they're on the same page on that one. Yeah, I'll come back later. Yeah, just because you're not a member of the club doesn't mean you shouldn't get to have some of our tea once in a while. What? Well, just tune it, I guess. Oh, I guess that would probably be the reason then. You're supposed to do that? I didn't know. uh, how did you warp the neck? Did you choke it like Ritu choked Azusa? Don't overheat Yui's poor brain. Uh, there you go. Word she can understand. That's not that's not quite what you're supposed to do for a guitar. It doesn't help it at all. Way to be helpful. You're a terrible club advisor, you know that? Yeah, we need to get your guitar in good shape if we're gonna perform in front of people, so. I mean, what do you do to take care of drums? You just hit them with sticks. She wouldn't think that. Ow. Anyway, let's go take care of this. Why, yeah. Oh. Again, poor Mio. Left-handed problems. Oh, well that's convenient. I guess it's turned around for her pretty well there. uh, I'm so glad she has some happiness in this episode. Wow. Don't think you have that kind of money. You'd have to have a lot of haggling. Because most people are not left-handed, so. Hers, the one that looks like if it's been given baths. I don't know, it was red and shiny. It says a lot about how she's maintained it. Vintage guitar. I'm glaring at him because he's touching my guitar. Ow! Uh, it would be kind of rough to see somebody just tear up your guitar like that. It was just red and shiny. Yeah, is that not how you choose your instruments? Oh, Yui, you simple girl, you. Don't worry, you're not alone in that. Somebody found the maracas. How long does it take to do that? Oh, he's been found. Oh no, everyone found her. Yeah, if that wasn't obvious. Oh, that was fast. Ooh, it no longer looks like a vintage guitar, you magic worker, you. I finally have it back. Not even a very creative name. Yeah. What? It costs money. Nobody told me that. Uh, Ritsu, how much you got on you? Oh well. Maybe he'll accept a trade. Well, of course there is. Yeah, she probably has a few, you know, 10,000 yen bills in a pocket or two. I mean, it's just some maintenance, like it costs them much in supplies. It's not like giving away a guitar or anything. Oh, she's probably over by the left-handed guitars, the bass, whatever, still. Oh, that's cute. If she's happy, let's let her stay here a little bit longer. Hey, watch the hair. Watch that beautiful hair. I won't forgive you if you mess it up. Uh, that the subs are too high. Backed up. Ow. Uh, wow. Did, does that count as a fight? Did they just have a fight? Pretty much dragged her kicking and screaming away from the music store. What we do, I was just like, you'll get used to it eventually. But she's not even a K-On! Member. She is actually, yeah. Kind of forgot about that. I guess she would know her better than some of the other members of the club. Yeah, it definitely looks like there's some distance for getting the bit between Ritsu and me out here. We may have to address this at some point. But for now, it's snack time, of course. Of course. Did you spend like a bajillion years worth of allowance on the guitar? She's doing fine, you know. Incredible, yeah. Really, guys? Really? You're not even that subtle. I love how Mugi always enjoys his little new experiences. Totsugeki. Well, subtlety's gone. And Reach is gonna be kind of obnoxious now. No, the other Sakras are right over there. Uh, Ritsu kind of marking their territory here. This is so awkward. Especially for those two. Uh, I mean, it's not that special. Ritsu. Are you jealous that we're spending time with Nanako or something? Okay, Ritsu, you really need to settle down. Yeah, you're just starting to get annoying. Just stop. Even the others are just wondering what's going on with Ritsu. Like, I don't blame her for wanting to touch your hair, but... I really don't like seeing this sort of thing in my K-On! Anime. Mom, Dad, please stop fighting. And of course, that's how Mugi tries to solve problems. Oh, Azunyan, you're doing your best. You're so precious. I would have calmed me down. See, the cat ears worked. Good job, Azunyan. Yeah, it's not really working. Well, she's lacking love power from you, I guess. In fear, what all you do is hit drums with sticks. It's not exactly rocket science. Second time she said that, at least. Uh, Completely forgot about this stuff. So at least now I think we know what the pinch from the title was. That's not true. Wow, I could get behind that, but it's really not Mio's fault. Mio did nothing wrong. She just had the audacity to hang out with somebody that's not Ritsu. That's like all she did. I think we might be worrying a bit too much here. She'll come back. She's the president of the club, sort of, in name, at least. I mean, yeah, if she's not here, she's not here. Uh, okay, let's not talk like that. But we don't even know anyone else that can play drums. Yeah, Mugi knows. Can't just replace the person that wanted to make this club in the first place. That'd be kind of messed up. Like firing the founder of a company. I guess looking for Ritsu. Not sure I believe you. Is that something to giggle and smile about? Well, she does look sick, I guess, but she's just pretending, so she doesn't have to go to school. But she does look sick, so I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, that's Mio. I recognize that hair. Wow, Ritsu, you're good. I mean, who else would go to her house? That's nice. At least now she's settled down. Well, I guess I would explain that, yeah. I love Mio's hair so much. They're not mad at you. I just want you to come back. Play the drums properly. I guess we do. uh, I don't think it works that way. Don't get Mio sick. Yeah, you probably should be wearing one of those masks. Yeah, I'm gonna leave before I get sick. Aw. I guess we have to. Who's knocking this time? Yui! Shush, I think she's sleeping. Yeah. Sleeping holding hands. Very nice. Of course I would shut up later than Mio did. Oh, Yui, you're amazing. For sleeping that close to Ritsu's face, you could get sick too, so gotta be careful. Oh, we completely forgot about that. Uh-oh. It's not too late, is it? Oh no. That is a decent excuse, so hopefully that works. Please don't crush your hopes and dreams. Okay, thank you. We didn't want this. We don't want to lose this. Yeah. Now she accepts her. We come a long way from being jealous of her. I like the title. Okay, that just sounds stupid. Because you're a simple girl, Yui. No, let's try again. That's not bad, but let's keep working it. Uh, oh no. Uh, I mean, we could always change the name later if we want to. After school, after school tea time. I really don't think I could think of a more fitting name. Oh, and Yui did get Mitsu's cold. Yeah, I think we see our next crisis now. Oh, Yui. I thought people like you weren't supposed to be able to catch colds. This is why I don't fall asleep next to a sick person. With their faces like a couple inches away from each other. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, man, it was so hard to watch the Ritsu Mio stuff when they were kind of fighting. I really did completely forget that was a thing until it started happening. Because this is such a happy, lighthearted, silly show, and yet, I like seeing drama between our members. I would sing along with this part, but I'm too lazy. But yeah, the bit between Miyu and Ritsu when they were in her room, that was good though. That was really good. So that was the 11th episode of K.O.'n. And we are talking about the next festival and our next concert, so we're kind of working towards being able to get that done. And you got Azusa that's just really happy and excited, like she was just sitting there, you know, just smiling and all that. And which was weird because the title was called Pinch, you know, there'd be some sort of problem. But she was just so happy to be able to, you know, do a concert with the band, and because that's what inspired her to want to join it. So I'm sure she's really excited for her first performance, you know. So very, very understandable. Although we do need to turn in paperwork. I know Ritsu's never been the best at actually doing that. We got some nice hugging between Ritsu and Azusa, which I liked a lot. That was good too. Very good. But yeah, one of the big conflicts of the episode first was Yui's guitar. Now, she doesn't take very good care of it. She thinks she does. She thinks just like sleeping with it and bathing it and giving it outfits and brushing its hair. She thinks that's good guitar maintenance, but it's not. It's just not. So when she finally does bring it to a place for it to get fixed up, he thinks it's a vintage guitar, which is funny because it's not a vintage guitar. She got it like a year ago and it was brand new, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that says a lot. But basically, the strings were rusted and they needed to be fixed. And I think also the neck was warped. I don't know if he actually fixed that or if he could fix that really quickly, but at the very least, he changed the strings. I know he did that much. And after he did that, he gave it back to her and said, "Hey, here it is. Like, yay, Gita, I have my favorite guitar back. I love you so much. I missed you." And he's like, "Okay, where's my $50?" It's like, what are you talking about? You know, the maintenance fee. Maintenance fee? You mean this costing money? You're not just doing this out of the kindness of your heart? Oh, nobody told me this. The Ritsu, did anyone? Do you have money? So, you know, that was kind of funny. Yui being the silly girl that she is. Luckily, she knows Mugi and things just kind of work themselves out there. And Mio. Apparently Mio doesn't like seeing all the instruments that she can't play because she's a lefty. But there was like some sort of lefty fair, so she got all excited. And that was great because she was... Oh, out my lamp. It was great because she was having so much fun that she didn't even want to leave. Like, Rizu told her, okay, it's time to leave, and she just kept saying no, you know, yada. Like a child that doesn't want to leave the candy store. So that was cute and funny. And all that, you know. Mio's always the most mature of the group, so a little bit of Gatmo going on there when she acts all that childish, you know. That was good. Ritsu tried to drag her away. And Mio got a bit mad at Ritsu. And yeah, that kind of got us started on a path of a full-on fight between Mio and Ritsu, and that was the biggest conflict of the episode. The whole guitar thing, I mean, that was resolved fairly easily and quickly, but this was a bit more of an issue. So, I think this has been building up for a while, because Mio obviously is in a different class than Ritsu with the rest of the girls now, and she's in that class with, you know, Nodoka. So, as a result, we have a bit of a, you know, kind of a shift in the relationship paradigm here, where she gets more and more closer to Nodoka, and gets less close to Ritsu, you know, as a result. At least that's how Ritsu took it. And she never really said anything about this feeling this way in the past, but it's still, in this episode, really came to the surface when you had Mio just going off with Nodoka to go, you know, hang out with Ritsu, not involved in it. So she took issue with that. So decided to do the typical stalking that anime characters would usually do, like when two are on a date or whatever, they would usually like follow to see how it goes. It's kind of like that. You know, this wasn't a date, of course, because it had like 3 people in it. But still, everything else was the same about it. You had the rest of them over there on the table with menus, just kind of watching it. But Ritsu eventually had enough of just watching, decided to just shove herself on in there. Basically, yeah, like I said, marking her territory, basically saying, yeah, Mio is my friend, not yours. We've known each other for like ever. She's my bestie, you know? And who do you think you are? Just talking to her like this and hanging out like you're her friend? Don't be ridiculous. She's my friend. She didn't say any of that out loud, but that's kind of the sentiment, you know? Very much flexing on her friendship with Mio there. Being like, yeah, so what are we doing here, guys? You know? Ritsu just was very obnoxious this episode. And it was painful to watch at times. Like, let's see. I haven't been actually skimming through the episode yet, so I should probably start doing that. But yeah, that scene in the restaurant actually didn't last that long, but then you had her go over to Mio's classroom. This is even more of a direct, you know, a bit more of a direct, I don't want to say attack, but I can't think of a better word for it, on the whole Mio-Nodoka, you know, friendship there. Because they were sitting in their classroom eating, you know, their classroom, not Ritsu's. And Ritsu just kind of comes in and says, hey Mio, I know you're doing this, but who cares? You gotta go practice with us. And that was annoying too. Of course, you know, Mio just wanted to enjoy her food, but, you know, an argument could still be made that you should get as much practice in as you can before a performance, so that could be forgiven, obviously. But then she started to really push it once they got to the club room. because she dragged Mio there under the premise that they would need to practice, and then she just kept screwing around, trying to mess with her in all the ways she usually does, but she just did it too much and at the wrong time. Because you don't do that. You don't go in someone else's classroom, say, "Hey, stop eating lunch with your friend. You gotta go practice," and then you go to the club room. And she says, "Okay, hey Mio, silly stuff. Aren't we having fun? Yeah, aren't I your friend? Are we having a good time together like we always do? Don't you love me?" And then it's just like really, really getting under Mio's skin, very understandably, and then when Mio was starting to get frustrated with it, Ritsu just, I don't know if there's a word for it, but when you reach a certain point with dealing with someone where you just stop caring, you're like, well, fine, just leave. I don't care anymore. Like, Ritsu kind of got to that point, and that's when things were at its peak of awkwardness, and Azusa just desperately tried to salvage the situation by putting on the cat ears because she knows that calms people down, makes them happy. So it was cute to see Azusa try her best to help the situation. It really did feel like a mom and dad, please stop fighting sort of moment with Azusa, Mugi, and Yui all over there just kind of watching. This very awkward situation, but it worked. They calmed down and they were able to play music, although Ritsu was lacking energy. At the time, I just thought it was a matter of Ritsu was just still upset with the Mio thing and couldn't muster the energy, but later on it was revealed that no, she actually was legitimately getting sick there, so yeah, that would be the real reason. So she just has to get rested up and go back to the band the next day. So that's fine. And since Ritsu was sick, of course Mio had to go visit her, as you typically do. And it was a nice touch that Ritsu could recognize the footsteps of Mio. That was impressive. That says a lot about how long they've known each other. And she could recognize that sort of thing going up the stairs. But yeah, Mio just walked in there, talked to Ritsu, sat down, kind of leaned on the bed, all the while just watching that nicely animated hair. And just great facial expressions on Mio, where you could just really see the affection she has for Ritsu, even though Ritsu annoys her quite a bit, especially recently. She still cares about her quite a lot, despite what Ritsu might think, just because she's hanging out with Nodoka a bit more now. But yeah, I think we were able to repair some stuff in that scene, and it was just a nice, pleasant, heartwarming scene to watch in general. And eventually the other clan members showed up as well to check up on them, and Yui actually somehow fell asleep on the bed next to Ritsu, which was a mistake, as we saw later in the episode. But Ritsu got better, and they all got back to the club room, and we were barely able to get the paper filled out in time, because we were past the deadline, but luckily we have connections, so Nodoka was able to kind of smooth things over. Like, okay, I know it's past the deadline, but let's accept it anyway. Then she says, fine, I'll accept it anyway. And then they still have to figure out the name of the band, though, which ended up being After School Tea Time, which is, perfect band name, really. It really showcases what they are as a band, so I don't think anyone can complain about that. I still liked Mio's ideas. I think her ideas were on point, as they usually are, but some people didn't seem to agree on that one, unfortunately. And yeah, at the very end, we had a little sneeze from Yui, heavily implying that she's now sick, which I kind of figured because she was sleeping next to a sick person. It was not a smart move, Yui. That really was not a smart move. It's bad enough you lost your voice in the last, well, not the last performance, the couple performances back you lost your voice. But now you're going to be sick? Like, seriously, Yui. You are such a high-maintenance band member to deal with. It's so annoying. But, we still love you. That's what matters. So, that's probably our next crisis to deal with. Hopefully the performance look goes fine, though. That's what I'm hoping for. And, yeah. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.